So the next function of the Constitution is Constitution gives fundamental identity to the people. It expresses fundamental identity of a people. How can we say that a constitution gives fundamental identity to the people? See, because of constitution, we are able to relate it to our identity. How? For example, when we follow a constitution of a country, we obey it. We follow rules and regulations, and we follow whatever is given in the constitution. And we don't follow or we don't do such thing which is not given in the constitution. It means that your identity is shaped by the constitution. Okay? A constitution shapes political, moral and national identity. Now I will tell you about how a constitution shapes or gives political identity to the people. By agreeing to certain basic norms and principles which brings a sense of collective identity. Children, what is the meaning of norms? Norms means standard, basic standards. And here principles means a basic general law or rule. I will explain this point by giving one example. See, in a cricket team, there are a number of players. They all come from different places, like different regions, different districts, different states. But when they become a part of a team, they all wear same jersey and they all have to follow basic set of rules. And that brings a sense of collective identity. That brings a collective identity among the cricket players. Similarly, when citizen we follow same rules and regulations, that is the basic norms and principles, okay, we become one politically. And when we become one politically, it brings a sense of collective identity. This way, Constitution, it shapes fundamental identity of the people. Now look at the next one, moral identity. A constitution enables individual to fulfill his aspirations, goals and enjoy freedoms. It also sets constraints upon what one may or may not do, like fundamental rights, directive principles, duties, etc. I will again explain this point by giving one example. See, every religion has a sacred book like Bible, Gita, Quran, Guru Granth Sahib, etc. All these sacred books, they give moral teaching regarding what to do and what should not be done. Means do's and don'ts. So these teachings, they influence our moral values. Similarly, a constitution, it helps individual to fulfill his goals, to fulfill his aspirations, and at the same time, individual can enjoy various freedoms which has been granted to us by the Constitution, like freedom to do any occupation, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, etc. These are the do's. But at the same time, our Constitution puts restrictions upon what one has to do and what one may not do. Okay, so this way the constitution, it gives moral identity to the people. Then the last one is national identity. See, constitutions around the world, they differ in many respects. Okay, the constitutions, they have different notions regarding citizenship, center and state relations, etc. I will give example of Germany. See, in Germany, the identity of a person is constituted by being ethnically German. Means if you are ethnic German, then those people are only given citizenship. But this is not the case in India. The Indian constitution, on the other hand, does not make ethnic identity a criteria for citizen. Okay, so different nations, they have different criteria of national identity, who will be given citizenship, and at the same time they have different criteria regarding center and state relationship. So this way our constitution, it gives national identity to the people. So these are the functions of the constitution. This topic and this question is very, very important. It can be asked in paper, and when such question is asked, then you have to write all the functions of the constitution along with the arguments which I taught you. Thank you, children.